Episode 2 of the new Too Late to Podcast. Your host, Alan Zweig. Don't call me Al. Maybe we'll do an episode someday on people whose names get automatically changed or shortened, and whether it's annoying or just natural. I wanted you to meet my friend Robert. Hi, Bob. I said Robert. I didn't say Bob. Why do people feel the right to change your name the moment after being introduced to you? This is my friend William. Hey, Bill. This is my friend Alan. Hey, Al. I have let people, friends, call me Al. Then their friends call me Al because they hear about me from that friend. And then it's, too late. You can't do anything about it. But I don't like the name Al. I'm not Al. I barely relate to the name Alan. I really don't relate to the name Al. Yes, I was a big fan of Al Cooper. So there are cool guys named Al, but I don't feel like an Al. But my name is Alan, and I'm not going to change it. Just if I change my name to Roger, they'd call me Raj. If I change my name to Nathan, they call me Nat. That wouldn't be so bad. Nat is a pseudonym that I have assumed in a number of incarnations. But anyway, my name is Alan. And my last name is Zweig. It's pronounced Zweig. When my life is over, which should be about 10 or 15 years from now if I'm lucky, I believe I will be able to I believe I will have spent at least 1 year cumulatively correcting people on the pronunciation of my last name. But some people have it even worse, so I can't complain. See, it's not hard to fill up time talking about nothing. That's been 2 minutes. Alan, what's in a name? Would he smell any sweeter if his name were Al? No. In about a half an hour, I'm going to go check out a new record store around the corner from me, run or owned by a guy I've known for a long time who is easily one of the greatest record clerks, one of the great used record store employees in the history of used record stores, certainly in Toronto, and a great musician in his own right. But he's had a lot to do with, he's turned me on to a lot of cool records. If I buy anything, which usually I do, I will eventually show you what I bought. I won't make too much of a habit of it because if you really like watching people talk about records they just bought, there are literally hundreds of web series on YouTube in which people do that. And I do watch them myself, kind of like candy. I doubt anybody but a very small group of people who they say, when the thing starts, they always say, hey, VC, which means vinyl community, I think. Hey, VC, here's the records I just bought at the thrift store. Here are my favorite psychedelic records, etc. And I sometimes get sort of lost down that rabbit hole looking at the records because it would be nice to share my records with other people who like records, share the music, share what I found, talk about music. I'd like to do that. And I do that online on a couple of Facebook groups. But so I understand why people are drawn to do this. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to start a blog like that. I'm not going to make this blog about the records. But since I'm mentioning it today, I will show you what I bought if I buy anything today. In full disclosure, I am currently I'm currently writing proposals or more than proposals for 2 different projects that that are focused on record collecting. Um, I made a film about record collecting once. It was a film that launched my very late blooming career. So I'm thinking of returning to that territory, and it's partly because I don't really know what else to do at this point. Okay, I was planning to end these things at 5, but how am I going to wrap this up? Okay. I believe in good beginnings and good endings, but I think that these little podcast episodes are not going to have such great endings. Okay, but I'll end this way by saying in the next episode, I'm going to talk about sex doll brothels.
Dun,